Hello and welcome to Assertiveness, the show that gives ordinary South Africans the space to talk about things that really matter. My name is Nicolette Mashile. On today's episode, we are going to be discussing transformation and sports quotas. Across all sports in South Africa, there's just this thing that we need to have a representative of each race, if that makes sense, in every single sport. Now, it begs to ask the question, is it really something that is going to be an advantage for our sporting codes, or is it something that's trying to solve tabaya apartheid? Because you know, in South Africa, we have this racial issue that just keeps popping up, and its bad head keeps rearing and coming through, and we always want to find out whether or not the things that we're doing, the initiatives that we're putting through are something that actually going to be sorting out any issues that we've got. I am joined in studio by three gentlemen, Penuel Mlotshwa, Wandile, Lupuwana, and Phakamani, Nxumalo. I know that I was being trained how to say Nxumalo before the show started, but it's fine. We'll start here with you, Penuel. Can you give us a little bit about who Penuel is? What does Penuel do? Yes. I'm sure they've seen you on the street.
We don't know about that. I think what's important for the show today is my background in sports.
Yes.
I played rugby probably from under 9 level. Okay. Played first team, played provincial rugby in high school, and managed to play provincial rugby in tertiary as well. Mm-hmm. Where it stands today is that we've set up 2 groups, Touch Rugby Sundays and the Black Boys Rugby Club, okay, who are basically trying to create platforms for young black rugby players to thrive and to have a voice. Because it's tough, I think, for black players, rugby players specifically, to thrive in South Africa because of the politics that I think we'll be discussing today. Okay,
but I still want to know who Penuel is.
So I'm, I guess, an entrepreneur. Okay. Qualified, I went to varsity, I worked in corporate. Part-time, do TV, do speaking. But yeah, I think in a nutshell, I'm an entrepreneur and maybe a teacher as well, trying to liberate people.
Okay, lovely. Yeah. And what do you do for fun?
I talk.
You talk for fun?
I talk for fun because I love talking.
He actually does.
He really does? Yeah, okay, really that's very interesting. Yeah. So even on the weekends, you're just talking?
Yeah, I'm one of those loser kids that don't drink and smoke. So I think probably sports. I watch a lot of sports. I hang with mates. Some of my mates are coaches and are doing really well. So that's generally what I do on weekends.
All right. Yeah. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Nicolette.
Awesome. Wandile.
Hi.
How are you? So who is Wandile?
Just a little pork chop.
Not little.
Okay.
So, yeah, man, I play rugby. I started playing rugby when I was about 5, 6, crash. Mm-hmm. And went right through, played first team, played semi-professionally, Master Cup. Okay. So, yeah, I've been really been an avid fan of rugby. Right now, I run a sports marketing company. Okay. Yeah. So I'm still in the sports. Got a marketing background. Worked in corporate consultancy and agency. Okay. So yeah, but sports is my passion. But rugby mainly is my go-to point. You know, it's like the girlfriend that will never leave you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the other girlfriends, where do they go?
I leave them.
Oh yes, boy, Jessa.
What?
I hope there's no quota in the business side of sports.
It's a very tough nut to crack. There's no quota system put in place, yeah. But we know obviously the Caucasians have monopolized the sports fraternity, yeah, from commercializing it, from actually just the players. Yeah. There's so much that they own, and they are not trying to let anyone come in between them and their sports. So it's a tough thing to crack, but hence I'm saying, looking at the future, we see an opportunity, you know, to also help black players, yeah, players that are in need of any sort of help, yeah, and just, you know, put them onto a place where they are fairly treated and earn a fair amount of money.
Awesome. What do you do for fun, Wandile?
Wow. Well, since loser kids don't drink and smoke.
I see you on Instagram too.
So I've got a hobby of mine, which is giving back to children. I coach, so I give back in that perspective. But other than that, it's also just what Penuel does, watch sports. I just add on the drinking part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What is sports without a beer? Come on.
I don't know how you guys
Penuel, come on. Yeah.
But he's always the bride master, so hey, we find him.
Can I tell you what they say about guys that don't drink?
Tell us. Whatever they say is a lie. Tell us.
There's another side of it. So if you don't drink, you must be chowing something. And it's not weed.
Chowing sports.
It's human. It's in human form.
Sports, we're addicted to sports.
Sure, all right. Welcome to the show, Wandile. Phakamani.
Yo, Siswami.
Unjani, Putuan?
Ngaphila.
Who is Phakamani?
Well done, Nxumalo, by the way.
All right.
Did well.
Thank you. Come on.
I think background-wise with sports, with rugby, I think we're all going to be the same. We started very young, played almost everything that you can play in rugby. Come from Newcastle, came up to Joburg to study, played UJ, did accounting, entrepreneur, if I can call myself that. Well, you try. Maybe I should say unemployed.
In between jobs.
We try and make money.
Yeah.
Maybe it doesn't work out so well.
Yeah.
I think that's me.
So what does Phakamani do for fun?
I coach as well.
Oh, lovely.
Coach, watch sports with the drinking. I'm with Wandile and that, so I drink quite excessively.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, and chill with people, man. Watch sports, drink, do whatever young people do these days.
All right, it's lovely. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So guys, I'm just going to put it on the table. 50% by 2019 in every single sporting code in South Africa. Is this a dreamers? Are we being dreamers? Do we have the talent in South Africa? And you guys can obviously use rugby as your reference, but I know that obviously across all other sporting codes, you guys could have a voice there. Is it possible? Are we asking for too much?
Definitely.
I think from my side for today,
Yes.
I'd briefed the gents before. I think we're kind of all on the same platform in terms of mindset and what we want.
Yeah.
But I think for the purposes of the discussion, I'm going to try and play devil's advocate.
Okay.
Just I think to make it more a fuller discussion.
Okay.
So I think to kick off what you're asking, it's to say specifically in rugby and I guess in other sporting codes as well, we probably don't have the caliber of black athletes that we should have that will get us to 2019. And that becomes the argument from a side of why we're not meeting transformation numbers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it there for you because you're talking numbers and not necessarily the philosophical glitter side of why we need transformation. But we'll come back to that. Phakamani, you want to say
I would totally agree with the Penuel. I think 50% is almost long overdue.
Okay.
Strictly on rugby now, because we obviously soccer is almost
It's a different
80
ballgame
to
altogether.
90%.
Yes.
I think when you look at, I'm making an example with the Olympic team of the sevens Olympic team that went to Rio.
Yeah.
I think almost, if maybe my numbers won't be exactly correct, I think it's almost 50% or just a bit more on transformation that people that went to Olympics. Cricket, it's almost of what they just played the tournament now. I can't remember the name of the tournament now.
ICC.
the ICC,
The Champions Trophy, yes. I think there was a very, very good representation of, I won't say the country because it's still 50% white people, but it was a very, very good representation of white and black, almost. So to say that we don't have the caliber of athletes to go to 2019, which is in 2 years' time, would be a flaw statement in my books.
Okay, sounds good. Now, I've always wanted to understand this transformation thing because you just said in soccer it's the other way around. It's almost 80 to 20. Is there not a problem there also then for white people? Is transformation only geared up towards black people?
No, they don't have a problem because we welcome them.
It's not like we say no, don't come.
Yes, we welcome them.
Yeah.
Matthew Booth was an anomaly in soccer. He wasn't the best defender, that much, but because he was white, he was an anomaly. He got so many endorsements because he was thriving in a black space.
Yeah.
When black rugby players, black cricketers go into a white space, they look down upon.
Okay, so that's
It's a harder thrive.
Yeah.
It's a harder journey. It's a much more emotionally, physically draining journey for a black man to thrive in a white-dominated sport.
okay. But I'm going to go back to my question again. What I want to know is the transformation specifically geared towards black people being included,
Yes.
or is it all races should be represented?
It's black people too.
We're gonna go for a quick ad break. When we come back, we're gonna pick up straight from that. Please use our hashtag assertiveness. Don't go anywhere.